subscribers. Welcome back to another interesting video on Old Time Sinting Come Back Again. I want to thank you all for subscribing and contributing to the first video. Thank you very much. Today I will explain the story Pleasing Everybody. Once a man and his son were going to town. They wanted to sell their donkey at the market. They walked while the animal went ahead of them. On the way, a young man spoke to them. "How foolish you are," he said. "The donkey is strong and will carry the boy." Soon after, they met a young woman. "You lazy boy," she cried. "Let your poor father ride on the donkey." Sometime later, an old man spoke to the father. "You are very selfish man," he called. "There is room on the donkey for the boy." Next, they met an old woman. "How cruel you are!" she shouted. "You should both be carrying the poor donkey." The donkey was very heavy to carry. "How stupid they are!" cried everybody. "Why don't they let the donkey walk? Ha ha ha! Have you ever seen humans carrying donkey? Donkey carries load." The farmer and his son were carried away by the suggestions of the bystanders. In the end, they were laughed at and jeered because they did not think for themselves. The young boy listened to his father and did as he said. The old man encouraged both the farmer and the boy to ride the donkey, then called them cruel and stupid. The lady they met did no justice in helping the father and the son, suggesting they both carried the donkey. Sometimes it's best not to listen to the man in the street. Everyone has their own outlook on life and should follow their leading in life. A few proverbs that could be used to describe the farmer, his son, and the onlookers. A fool and his money are soon parted. It's an ill wind that blows anybody any good. Listeners hear no good of themselves. Experience teacheth knowledge, fools. Here is another story that you will love, entitled "Do Not Play in the River Today." It was a holiday for Ben and his friends. "This is a pretty day," said Ben. "We must go and play." Ben went to his mother and said, "Mother, can I go with Roy and Sam to the river? We want to swim and play." His mother said, "You can go and play, but you must not play in the river today. You can play other things. You can play on the hills. You can go to Uncle G and pick mangoes off his tree." "Yes, mother," said Ben. Ben and his friends then ran off to play. They ran up and down the green hills. Then they ran to the field. At the field, they played bat and ball. "I am hungry," said Ben. "Let us go to Uncle G and pick mangoes off his tree." The boys had to pass by the river before they came to the mango tree. Sam said, "Let us play and swim in the river today. We can catch fish too," said Roy. Ben did not know what to say. His mother had said to him, "They must not play in the river today." So Ben said, "My mother told me not to swim and play in the river today." "She will not know," Sam said. "Your mother is afraid of the river. We are not afraid." "Don't go on like a little girl," Roy said. "Okay," said Ben. "We will take a little swim. We will catch a little fish. Then we can go to Uncle Saji and pick mangoes off the tree." The three boys took off their clothes. They ran and jumped into the river. The boys talked and laughed. They splashed in the water. The water was cool and nice. They climbed up the waterfall and jumped down into the water. Then they went onto the bank of the river and sat down. "Look," said Sam, "there is a little fish. Let us catch it." So they went into the water. Ben began to go after the fish. Ben went after the fish. Ben went too far. His foot could not touch the bed of the river. He tried to swim, but the river was too fast. "Help! Help!" called Ben. "The river is carrying me away." Ben began to cry. He thought he would die. Roy and Sam could not help Ben. Ben was too far out in the river. They were afraid. "Oh, what shall we do?" said Roy. "Ben will die." "Run, Roy, run," said Sam. "Go and call Ben's mother. I will stay here with him." Roy ran to Ben's mother. "Ben and I went into the river to play," he said. "Ben must get help right away." Ben's mother said, "Why didn't you hear? I said you should not play in the river today. Run, quick!" called Mr. Dunn next door. Roy ran and called Mr. Dunn. They all ran to the river to help Ben. Mr. Dunn took a piece of rope. At the river, they saw Ben was holding on to the rock. When he saw his mother, he began to cry. Mr. Dunn said, "Do not cry. You will not die. Hold on to the rope. We will help you out of the river." Ben held on to the rope. Mr. Dunn pulled him out of the river. "See," his mother said, "you did not hear me. I told you not to go to the river today." Ben held down his head and said, "I did not hear you, mother. I will not do it again." Some proverbs that could be used in this story are: "Walkie walkie crab catch in a bag." "Devil finds work for idle hands." "Hard years picnic did a son at." Just as in the story, pleasing everybody. The farmer and his son wanted to please everybody. In the end, they had to carry the donkey. In this story, Ben wanted to please his friends and did not listen to his mother. In the end, he almost lost his life. I hope you enjoyed these stories. Thank you for supporting in growing these channels. God bless you all.